Then, Julius, I'm sure that you got the DMs like this or people asked you. I don't want to ask for the advice how to go viral, but the advice how to build your brand on LinkedIn. You've been showing up for some time. I'm sure that you got DMs like this as well, and people ask. So, how to grow your brand on LinkedIn? What would be like your top advice or recommendations?
Again, it depends on who I'm giving this advice to, because I really like the context. Because with context, you can be really precise with the things you're giving to them. But in general, I would say three things. The first one is that the biggest selling point of yours are the ideas that you carry with everything that you do. So people are going to buy your ideas, more of your ideas, not the offer itself. So keep that in mind to talk about it and to, portray that as well. The second thing, it's the DMs. I mean, being proactive, coming to people, not always trying to sell things, but just, talking to people. I mean, depending on the context to where you're getting the contact from, if they've seen your posts, left a comment, left a like, viewed your profile, maybe you're capturing them from somebody else's content, always talk to people. Like, this is something that's fundamental, and this is something that it's just inevitable if you really want to stand out and if you really want to build an expectation or some sort of,
Relationship.
yeah, exactly, relationship with the others, because it's not only the facade that you're building, it's also, how do you behave with everything that's behind the scenes. And then the third thing, I would say, not being afraid to stand out. I mean, we do have a lot of the things that we do feel or we thought about, but we were not brave enough to say it out loud because we felt that it may offend someone, maybe it will disturb someone, or some sort of like that. I'm not saying that you have to be disrespectful, you have to, throw hate or whatever. Not at all. I'm just, saying that you have to say it out loud in terms of what you see, what you feel, and what you think it's right to say. And it means, in content, in profile, in messages, how you talk and how you share with people. Just being direct. I think being direct helps a lot. It just, make things so much faster.
Yeah, that is true. Especially in DMs, it comes back to what you said that sometimes, I don't know if people want to offer you or pitch something or just ask for something, you can see that they are going around the topic, but they don't ask that question or that they don't ask for it. So just if you don't pitch like in the first DM this terrible message, but at the same time respect people's time and just are more friendly and don't waste time, I agree. And my favorite point was, of course, about standing out. I feel like people often look for secrets or, I don't know, because there is competition out there, you've got AI, but ultimately find what's unique to you, embrace it, and stand out. I think people will be surprised that if you find that thing that is unique about yourself that maybe people might not be brave enough to share, as you really well said. There will be many people who would relate with that and think that actually it's brave that you
Yeah.
showed up with that. So I like those points.
Nice. Nice, nice, nice.
I noticed, Julius, that you haven't posted much recently on LinkedIn. And I believe in your newsletter that you are building things in the background or focusing on other stuff. So what is it that you are focusing on? I'm sure that it's triathlon, as you mentioned before, but some other stuff.
Yeah. Right now, we are actually building a company group. So, meaning that we're building a few companies at the same time that are directly related to each other, depending, on the services that we do and with what kind of people we work with as well. So that's exactly why I'm a little bit less active, and I really want to be back on the content when I do have a full picture of how I do want to be perceived and how do I want to, explain all of the things that are happening in my ideas. Maybe it's just, an excuse in some sort of way. But at the same time, I do feel it like that because a lot of the things are happening. So I'm slowly going to be making a comeback as well, triathlon as well. I'm putting a lot of dedication and effort into it as well. exercising and training almost daily. And all of that is taking a lot of my time and effort. So I really want to make sure with the things that I do, I'm doing them 100%. So I'll be making a comeback. It's just perhaps taking a bit longer than I've expected.
It's also a good teaser if, as you're not posting much now, then when you start posting, it's going to be big quality content. Which reminds me,
I hope so.
some of the videos that you shared recently, I really like the quality. So I think it comes down to quality over quantity, and also your experience in videography speaks for itself.
Thank you so much.
If you are willing to say, I understand you are building behind the scenes, but are you willing or even want to say more about those companies that you are building? Of course, understand if not, if it's still behind the scenes, but if you want to tell us more.
Yeah, I'm okay with sharing that.
So what is it that you are building? Give us like a teaser or expectations.
So, long story short, my client became my business partner. And I worked with this guy last year. He is bringing sales, IT, and AI backgrounds. And we've done some work. We've done some really good job together. We really connected on a lot of different levels, both personal, professional, and we found a lot of similarities with each other as well. And we actually, at the end of that collaboration, we sat down and say, like, we need to do something together. Like, we just don't know it yet, but something needs to happen. And, we said that, okay, like, the idea itself sounds nice, but let's think through it logically. Like, let's take some proper time. So we took a month or so just to think about everything and to plan it out, to talk about it, to, create a lot of different scenarios and something. And we came up with this idea that it's existing today. And we're actually combining what he's good at with the things that I'm good at. So to be even more specific, we're building two companies today. We're building one company that's providing custom AI solutions for real estate and finance companies. And then the second part, which is something that I've done previously, is lead gen and brand and authority building for real estate and finance companies. So with one side, we help companies to spend money and with the other to make money, which is something we joke about. We do have a lot of different clients in the different niches as well, because of the network, because of the traction, because of everything. But down the road, we really want to stick to these two industries because of the experience, both his and mine, and because of the proof of concept, the way we work, and just, that everything and all of the signs that we're getting that it makes sense. So that's the short version. Of course, there is a lot more to it because we're thinking of maybe even perhaps having a lot of other potential routes from all of this business too. But we're still deciding, so I'll leave a small mystery here. And we'll see down the road, but right now it works like that.